Hey, if you're frustrated with the food noise, if you just wish the food noise would stop and you don't know how to stop it, then this is going to be for you. And you know what food noise is. It's the constant thoughts about food. It's the really intense cravings. It's the feeling like you can't stop thinking about food, like the next time you're going to eat, what you're going to eat. Maybe you can't stop thinking about the food that's in your fridge right now or running through the drive-thru or whatever. It's just this like constant thought about food and eating. The noise that continues to play over and over again in your head. Like if you know, you know. And if you're tired of it and you want it to stop, here's what is going to be really helpful to know. First of all, chances are this has probably been a thing for a really long time. Think back to your earliest relationship with food. Think back to when this maybe first started happening. Think back to when you first started using food as a form of comfort or distraction or just something to do. Eating was the go-to. That's how long this has been happening. So a lot of it is a habit, just a familiar pattern that continues repeating. Where it gets twisted is because most of the people who struggle with food also struggle with weight. And so the answer has always been, or the solution has always been, diet. But more dieting doesn't address the underlying habit. Choosing to follow a certain meal plan is not going to solve this because you're not addressing what's underneath. You're not getting to the root. Instead, what's really, really important and really, really helpful is simply just recognizing that this is a pattern and that food noise, it's thoughts. Thoughts that have been running wild for a really long time about food and about eating, about this distraction that brings you comfort. Instead of getting mad at yourself about this, try having a little bit of compassion for a habit and a pattern that's been happening for a really long time. And then start to notice when those food noises are happening. Instead of trying to run away from them, get familiar with them. That's going to be more helpful. And in the moment when it's happening, notice it and then decide, do you really want to eat? Do you really want food? Is there something else that you need in the moment? What are you looking for food to solve? I won't tell you that this is easy, but I will tell you that it works. And if you're willing to get familiar with the food noise and recognize the noise as thoughts that you've been thinking for a really long time, and then start to choose different thoughts, you can change this for yourself. Even without needing to stay on medication for the rest of your life, if that's even an option. This goes hand in hand with your weight loss goals. It's a different way of approaching the topic. And I have an entire self-guided program that helps you do this. Head to my profile, click on the link tree, head to the Fat to Fears program. You'll learn how to change the thoughts, have a better relationship with food, and feel more comfortable in your skin. Have a better relationship with your body, because that's a big part of this too.